Tops on bottom and bottoms on top. The Eurovision 2017 jury final is starting right now, and we are going to decide our bottom three. Are you ready? Let's do this! Chris, 26 acts in the final. Who is your third from bottom?
My third from bottom is Israel's Imre.
What?
Which probably isn't a surprise. Well, I mean, it's not a surprise because I've not really been a fan of of his performance of the song, let's say. I will say that during the second semi-final, he really upped his game, though. And actually, I think this has been a struggle because there's only two songs I actually think are that low down for me. I think he's good, don't get me wrong, and the performance is very good, but it's just his vocal just isn't hitting it for me. I think he's overly reliant on backing vocals, which, you know, that's fine sometimes, but you can't mark Samra down for that and then not mark Imre down, for example, if you're comparing year on year. But yeah, it's going to be a good opener to the show, I have no doubt, but after that, I think it's just not hitting it right for me.
It gets the party started for me. Porig, number 3.
Well, I've had
from bottom
a tough decision because I was tempted to put in Ukraine, I was tempted to put in Australia, but ultimately I'm going for ones that are just meh. And one of those is Norway. And Norway would be my, third from bottom. And I just think it's just so generic. I've seen it so many times. I'm truly fed up with the stage show. There's nothing exciting happening. They have the only thing that's stopping it from being like a guest slot on the X Factor is the graphics. And they're not enough. And the thing with the song is, it starts off really well and then it loses all momentum once we hit the chorus. That the chorus is distinctly average. His vocals aren't anything special. It's nothing that I haven't heard on the radio a million times. I haven't been particularly harsh on it before because I didn't think it was qualifying. But yeah, I don't think it deserves to be in the final, and there's no risks. So Norway.
Tell us how you really feel. My third from bottom, and I really struggled because actually, as you said, most of the songs in here are excellent. Even my bottom 3, they're actually very talented performers. I'm just voting on the song I wouldn't necessarily download because it's not my genre, and that's Australia. I think he's an amazing singer. He is such a good singer. That voice is everything. For me, it's just a genre of music. I don't like the genre of music, and that says nothing about him. I think the staging is a beautiful dreamscape. I love the staging. I think it looks fantastic. I love the pink, the blues, and the close-up shots. It looks expensive, but for some reason in the semi, I forgot it. And I think that's because it went early, and also because musically, it just doesn't do much for me. But that takes nothing away from him or his team, who are amazing.
Well, handily, my second from bottom is Australia. And I mean, we say the voice, obviously he had his little hiccup, as he described it, during the semi-final where the vocal kind of went a bit haywire. But, you know, that can happen to anybody. Anybody can. Loreen choked during the jury final in 2012, so...
There you go. Literally on some snow.
Literally snow choked her. That being otherwise, though, it's very forgettable, I think. I think that the staging is very bland and forgettable. It's still not shot particularly well. I just think that it's, compared with what Australia have delivered in the past 2 years, I just think it's a huge letdown, really. He is very good, and he is very talented. I mean, he was at the Wee Wee Jam performing Beyonce's Halo.
Amazing.
Not many people can cover that song as well as he did, so fair play to him. I think the team just missed something this year.
Yes, well, I just saw on the screen there Austria come out, and I don't particularly like that either, but it's not in my bottom 3. No, my second from bottom is Croatia.
What?
Like, he's taking a risk, but he's not doing it well. When we look at songs taking a risk, we've got Armenia, Hungary, Portugal even, and they're doing it so well in such a classy, sophisticated manner. Whereas Croatia, it is just terrible.
I just saw my next one, sorry.
Where do I start? The song. It's a duet between himself. It doesn't work. It is too bad. I don't know how he managed to get through. It must have been done quite well in the televote, because he's no better than Romania 2013, and the juries hated him, so I can't see the juries loving Jacques either. And then I think the thing that bugs me the most is the staging. Like, what is with the sunflowers? What is with the pyro rain shower behind him? Yeah, the song, and then the opening shot and the stupid fake Einstein quote, and the lyrics and the message, and he's being best friends with himself. Oh, I'm done.
For all those reasons, I love it. Freak show fantasy at its best.
You gotta love yourself before you can love anybody else.
Amen, preach sister. I love a good train wreck, and that's a train wreck on fire. Now look, my second from bottom, and this probably isn't a surprise to anyone, it's Denmark. Anja Nielsen can sing. She has perhaps one of the biggest set of lungs in this contest. I think she's a beautiful woman. I think she sings from the heart. She's definitely feeling something. I'm just not feeling it. I feel like this is loud throughout and there's not enough variation to keep it interesting, and so it ends up feeling like a 9-minute song. And literally every time I'm at my computer, she's singing in the background. The girl doesn't stop practicing. So, you know, well done to her. The work ethic is amazing. I just think it's too cliche, too X Factor. We've seen it all before. You know, we saw last year with her entry in Dulce Melody Grand Prix. What was it called?
Never Alone.
She can mix it up.
Yeah.
She can definitely mix it up, but I think she needs to mix it up that way and work with those songwriters and not...
Emily DeForest.
Yeah, that was a fantastic collaboration. So I say more of that and less of this.
Yeah.
Is it time for our bottom?
Time for our bottom.
We need a drum roll. Our number 42 in the... No, not 42. 26 in the grand final.
Kelsprey's at Spain. Look, Manel Navarro, the person, is one of the most likable. Everybody goes on about Belarus, goes on about Nathan. They are lovely people. Manel is right up there with them. He's just a very genuine, charming young guy. And I feel sorry for the hate he's had. But that being said, that doesn't distract from the fact that his song could be 1 minute 30 seconds and you'd still get the same product as 3 minutes of it. It drags. That's the big problem. It just feels like I don't know what point of the song I'm at any point. Other than the intro, it all just sounds like 2 minutes 30 of the same thing. And that was the problem I had with it from first listen, and now I'm God knows how many in, and no, just I just can't see this getting anywhere for Spain.
My number 26 is Cyprus and Hovig and Gravity. And it's a song that I haven't minded up until now because I never imagined it in the final. It's like adequate. It's the sort of song Thomas Gieson throws them together all the time. If he'd sent it to Melfest in Sweden, it wouldn't have made it past Anders Johnson.
Probably didn't. It probably got rejected.
It's just so generic. Everybody's comparing it to Rag and Bone Man. The staging is like a mixture between Belgium 2015 and Russia 2016. There's nothing original. The choreography, Hovig looks awkward doing it, that you feel that you could go up and blow and he would lose his balance. And then, like, he's fine when he's performing. He did a song about a stone in a river or something back in his selection in 2015 for Cyprus. That was really good. He stood still. It was a ballad. That suits him. I don't think this kind of Justin Bieber style pop star is a sort of persona that suits him. He looks awkward. I don't have much more to say, but it is my least favourite song in this. Well, maybe not least favourite song, least favourite performance, least favourite package in this final.
I really struggle with this. I really struggle because there are no bad songs in the final in my mind. There are none that I would just delete from my list besides Denmark. And I'm just kidding. Spain, he's a lovely guy. The song is breezy and summery. If I'm drinking a pina colada, I might like it. Cyprus, it reminds me of a chain gang. It's very, it strikes a feeling of some kind. I don't know, Norway also bores me, but they're great singers. This is really hard, but ultimately my number 42 is...
26.
Oh God, 26 is Cyprus. It's the same. And this is not because I dislike him. I think he's a great singer, but I prefer him in the Stone in a River genre. I think he has a very sexy, smoky voice. And when he sings those kinds of songs, I get tingles. Whereas with this, I just don't feel like it fits him necessarily as well as other songs do. This fits like an oversized coat as opposed to a glove. I think the staging is very nice, actually. It is a mismatch, a pastiche of things we've seen before. But I think it looks cool, particularly the fetal position. Like he's lying on the ground and falling. This is a tough final. It's a tough final, and this was tough for me to choose my bottom three. But at this particular moment, those are my bottom three. I still think that who do you think will come last? Is what I'm trying to ask. Who do you think will finish last? Not who you would put last.
I think Australia. I think that he's been kind of buried in the running order. I think Jacques actually overshadows him just before, and I can't remember who performs 15th, but I seem to remember when I was in the arena for the first dress rehearsal, the recap came on, and I just had completely forgotten Australia was even there by the time he arrived, and then forgot him by the end again. And they don't have a particular televote to rely on, which was the problem with Jamie, as we found out. Because,
the Australian diaspora.
It isn't there.
Limited to the UK.
Yeah, so I think Australia will struggle, but he did make it through. But I wonder whether they put him on first possible in the second half, the second set of the final, which makes me think he didn't do well in the semi-final.
Well, I think that there are a lot of male soloists in this final. We have Cyprus, we have Austria, Spain, Australia, and I think that they're going to eat into each other's vote, that they're appealing to the same demographic. Their genres aren't 100 miles away from each other. So I think it would be one of those, and my money would probably be on Spain or possibly Cyprus.
See, I think the thing with Spain and Cyprus is they've got Greece and Portugal. At least they're going to get points from them, I think.
This is a real hard exercise, and I wish I had not asked us to do it. I do agree that either Australia, Spain, or Cyprus, I think they're going to say, let's do this, and that Australia, Spain, or Cyprus will finish last. I'm not going to say who. This is just too difficult. Okay, I'll say Cyprus. I think that maybe that's...
Can I also nominate another biggest loser of the contest? Timo, Vlada, whatever his name is, and the other one.
The host of robots. Dip them in water, there will be smoke. I know. Who recharges their batteries at night is what I want to know.
We thought 2015 was bad.
Oh, yeah.
In any case, that is what we think. What do you think if you are forced to rank your bottom three among the final 26? Who is on that list? Let us know here on wiwibloggs.
Make sure to subscribe.
And please like and comment down below.
And we'll see you later. Bye.